If you want to learn how to ride a bike in New York City, you might want to head here to Pier 54. Located near 13th Street, the pier has been reconfigured to provide an enclosed area separate from the bike path where novices can learn how to ride a bike without the perils of oncoming taxi cabs. However, it's not the first time in history that Pier 54 has provided a safe haven. 100 years ago, the pier was the docking location for the RMS Carpathia, the passenger steamliner that helped rescue and bring the 705 Titanic survivors to New York. On April 18, 1912, a crowd of 30,000 gathered at the pier to find out who had made it back alive. If all had gone according to plan, the Titanic's final destination would have been Pier 59 right behind me, which is now a golf driving range, a digital studio, and a microbrewery. Instead, the Carpathia only stopped there briefly to drop off the White Star Line's lifeboats before docking at Pier 54. Pier 54 made headlines again just 3 years later as the Lusitania embarked from the pier on its final voyage. It was struck by a torpedo fired by a German submarine on May 7, 1915, killing nearly 2,000 passengers on board. When the steamliner era ended, the piers began to fall into disrepair. They were too short to accommodate the longer freight vessels that replaced the liners in the 1930s. An unsuccessful attempt to modernize the piers was made in 1963, but even the new refurbished piers couldn't accommodate the large container ships of today. The early 1960s were the last time a ship docked at Pier 54. Its attached shed, the last remaining building at the piers, was demolished in 1992. Eventually, Pier 54 was used as a parking lot.